got the flooring down, the insulations on some of the frameworks, and just for us to get a hold of things, like to fix things to the van. Um, the electrics have just arrived today. I'm not going to mess around with them today. Um, so I'm gonna make the bed. Start making the bed. It's gonna be like a slide out bed that you'll pull out this way. Yeah, I think that seems to be the best use of space in this size van. This is only like a short wheelbase, so yeah. So I'm gonna have a crack at that, and I'm just gonna build everything. Yeah, just with hand tools, no power tools for this. But of course, if you're doing it, you know, get a miter saw or whatnot. They're pretty cheap, or if you're capable, use a handsaw, so on and so forth. So here we go. Okay, so I've got the framework done here for the bed. It's it's just half lap joints. This is just my preference. I know there's quite a lot of people that just use screws, but I've went for the half lap joints. I've glued it and screwed it, and now I'm just going to put the lats on, space the lats out. I'm going to fix the shorter ones first. So when I'm fixing the shorter ones, I've just got this is just some cardboard off the laminated floor what I put down, and this is just going to raise the shorter lads just ever so slightly, so it's going to create less friction for when I'm pulling out with the longer lads. Also, yeah, when I'm drilling all these holes, I'm gonna use this. I'm not actually sure the name of this, but it is really handy. So this goes into your drill. Yeah, it's got a screw. Obviously, it's got a screwdriver bits there you can see. So if you pull this up, you turn it around and you put it back in, and as you can see, it's got the drill bit there, and it's got a countersink as well. So if you haven't got two or three drills, you know, this little gizmo makes makes really quick work of it. So it might be something you wanna look into. Yeah, very handy to have, very handy. So anyway, I'm gonna start doing this. Okay, so I've just finished doing the joints for the pull-out section of the bed, and I'm gonna start putting everything together now. A little hint for when you're doing the pull-out section of this type of bed is make the legs slightly short. I mean, like 2 or 3 millimeters. Also, don't forget to chamfer the bottom of the legs as well. This is going to prevent the legs from splitting, pulling it backwards and forwards. This is something that's done when you're making furniture. If you have a look, they should have a slight chamfer, any sort of legs, table legs, anything like that. It should have some sort of chamfer, and this stops it from the wood from splitting when you're pulling backwards and forwards. So I'm gonna get the camera set up and I'm gonna put this together. Hopefully it goes well. Okay, so that's the thing together now. It was a lot more time consuming to build it than I thought it was going to be. But again, that was my preference because I put the frame together with half lap joints, so a lot of people just screw them. On all the lats as well, every single lat I've made like a chamfer on all corners, especially on the edge the edges as well. So this the little chamfer helps for it to go when it hits the back of the frame. The chamfer like allows it to go up. Also the chamfers at the set like on the length of the wood, obviously, because if you put material on top of that, the edges can be really sharp. They can actually be knife sharp, and they can actually cut material and cut your skin. So that's another consideration. You should really do it. Also, when I was putting this together, I was using some cardboard as a spacer. I've pulled this out before. This is still a little tight. I'm gonna have to put some candle wax or maybe some beeswax, something like that, between the lats, some other areas. This would have been better if I'd have done it. If I'd have done it before I assembled it, but it's not a big deal. I mean, once it's pulled out, I should be able to get some in. Yeah, so I'm not worried too much about that. But it is a bit stiff, so it does need some sort of lubrication like that, and like candle wax works really well. So yeah, that's it. It's pretty sturdy, so